edition of NBA basketball. And a big issue for teams, Greg, this time of year, keeping players healthy for the long haul. Coaches, we're seeing, starting to adjust rotations, keeping an eye on guys' minutes.
And, Kevin, it's such a long season. The teams have to keep the key players fresh. It's not a strategy everyone loves, but it's a necessary concern in today's NBA.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Kennard. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Simmons. Then it's Robinson, and it's Portis in at the four-man position. And here are the Knicks now, and good that time. Simmons got the first basket of the game for the Knicks.
My goodness, defense was there, but Ben Simmons makes that finish look easy.
Morant kicks to Vassell. Pass to Morant. Hayes with the screen for Morant. Tries from 10. Here's Vucevic. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Nikola Vucevic has averaged double-digit rebounds for the vast majority of his career. You want him to get to work on the offensive end? No problem.
What you love about Vucevic, the consistency, solid shooting percentages, and he's averaged double-digit rebounds for the last 5 years.
You know, Greg, adding to that for Vucevic, the last 2 seasons, he's been excellent in the playoffs.
Great point, Kevin. His numbers were up over what he did in the regular season. He hits clutch shots, gives them a physical presence, and he is just a rock in the middle. And Simmons is an asset in so many ways. Maybe most of all, his defense.
Well, unequivocally, Greg, this guy can guard 1 through 4. And I'm going to say because of the length and the strength he has, in a pinch, he could also guard most 5s. He's terrific on the defensive glass, and he can put a ton of pressure on you in his transition game. Like, this guy is a special talent. Well, Vucevic at his best. A reliable interior scorer, great size, great touch.
Here's Simmons. Lays it up and banks it in. Simmons got 6.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Vassell, the pass to Vucevic. Morant against Simmons. And it's Morant missing.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Nice shot by Portis.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Morant dishes to Batum. Vucevic setting the pick for Batum. Kennard with the rebound. The Knicks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Man, my goodness, the handle of Ben Simmons, the craftiness to get to his spot.
Now, here's Vassell. Covered by Mitchell. And Hayes kicks to Vucevic. The shot's good from Hayes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Batum. Knicks with the rebound. On the wing, Mitchell. Covered by Vassell. Greg, an outstanding scorer. Donovan Mitchell takes it to another level in the playoffs.
And Kevin, how about all of his averages go up come playoff time? Spider is a guy who wants the limelight, and like other stars, takes on more of a load in the postseason.
Chris Duarte's checked in for Hayes.
And you figured once Gobert was traded, it was a matter of time before Mitchell was moved as well. You knew a team would jump at the chance to add him, and here we are now. A new start with a starring role for Donovan Mitchell.
Here's Duarte. No good from outside. The Knicks leading by 5. Morant with the steal. Vassell with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Nice move. Vucevic trying to get open. Now here's Kennard. He's tightly guarded. They get it back. Portis. And he makes good on the layup. Portis has got his second basket of the night.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Morant passes to Vucevic.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Mitchell finds Simmons. Robinson a screen on Morant. And that one's good. Simmons.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
So for the Pistons, Derek Favors checked in for Batum. Moody comes in for Devin Vassell. And Flynn subbed in for Morant. The Knicks also changing it up. Marjanovic checked in for Robinson. Jones comes in for Bobby Portis. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Ben Simmons. Vucevic a screen on Mitchell. Here's Flynn. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years.
The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult, hasn't it?
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city.
Flynn against Mitchell. Kennard on the wing. Drives to the hoop, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Okay, Luke Kennard, we see you rocking the rim. My goodness, a little bounce.
Pistons trail by 8. The pass to Vucevic. Over Jones, and Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Flynn. Vucevic has got 9. And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And no quit. Just keep playing the right way. Stay aggressive and try to battle back.
Mitchell passes to Kennard. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Mitchell, that one falls.
Boy, high percentage shot there by Donovan Mitchell. Gets close enough to the rim, uses the touch he has. That's pretty.
This is a Vucevic. Good D by Jones.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Mitchell against Flynn. Mitchell kicks to Kennard. They get it back. Huerter. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so the first quarter is in the books. Knicks lead by 8. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
Fans, give a big round of applause for your Pistons Youth Dance Team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Marjanovic is out there with Jones. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Huerter in at the 2-guard. Simmons with it. The layup off target. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot, down low, more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes, unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Pass to Duarte. Kicks to Favors. Pistons passing it around. Shoots from the baseline. Morant passes to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
If Derek Favors gets deep post position, it's over. He's going to lead, no doubt, on the flush.
Simmons inside. Guarded by Morant. Basket counts. Simmons got 14.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Greg, Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robertson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite level company.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
Well, Luke Kennard's bread and butter, right? The lethal outside shooter who doesn't need much space.
Pass to Duarte. Shoots over Herter. Hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. Duarte's got his first bucket in this one. Simmons looking around. The pass to Marjanovic. He can't hit that time. And Detroit the other way now. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. And Jones has it in the corner. Back to Simmons. And they double up Simmons. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Kennard. To the paint. 2 on the clock. Here's Simmons. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And it's a 9-point New York lead.
Ben Simmons, a guy who combines size and skill, and he's percolating.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Vucevic checked in for Favors. Moody comes in for Jackson Hayes. Vassell, he's checked in for Duarte. And Flynn subbed in for John Morant. And a new group in for the Knicks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Marjanovic. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Jones. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Simmons. Now here's DiVincenzo. Herter on the wing. Now here's Moody. Defended by DiVincenzo.
Well, we know Nick Batum can hurt you from the perimeter. That time he shows you his ups. Go ahead, get up, Nicholas Batum.
Porter a screen on Flynn. DiVincenzo passes to Porter. And the layup falls. Porter's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
The Knicks leading by 5. Up top, DiVincenzo. Covered by Flynn. The putback. Cordes on the follow.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Outside, Batum. He dishes it to Flynn. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Pass to Herter. Here's Tucker. Sinks the triple. Tucker's got the lead up to 10 now for the Knicks.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
DiVincenzo against Flynn. That's to Vucevic. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
DiVincenzo kicks to Porter. The shot, no good. And so it's New York holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now, all right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hello, folks. First half in the books in a game.
He's off to a great start. The buckets are coming fast.
All right, now I think we should check out the Rookie of the Year. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
We've got Devin Vassell. Batum is out there with Hayes. And it's Vucevic. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the group for Detroit right now.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
Morant passes to Vucevic. Simmons with the defensive effort. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Knicks. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Robinson, that's good.
Well, exactly where you want Robinson taking advantage offensively. Use the length and size to score inside.
Vassell, the pass to Vucevic. He kicks it to Morant. With some arc, and it's good on the layup.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Simmons with a little flair and flash. Let him feel all of your basketball ability, Ben Simmons.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And there's the pass to Hayes. Pistons passing it around. Kicks it to Batum. 6 to shoot. Vucevic.
Boy, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
Mitchell dishes to Simmons. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. And it's now 22 points for Ben Simmons. Pistons trail by 10. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
The Knicks leading by 7. Outside, Simmons. That's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Derek Favors checked in for the Pistons. Chris Duarte comes in for Nicholas Batum. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Morant against Simmons. Here's the lob to the hoop. And Hayes kicks to Vassell. And another 3 for Detroit.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Now Kennard. And again, New York turns it over. Flynn's checked in for Detroit. Pistons trail by 4. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Favors with a screen on Simmons. Robinson with the block. Count it, good. Hayes has got his third basket of the night right there. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Wow, how about that drive? That was no mercy on his way to the cup, Ben Simmons.
Doris, since 2000, the New York Knicks have won a grand total of 1 playoff series. What are their issues? Why the problems?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, you always evaluate an organization in its totality. You start with the ownership group, then you go to the general manager, down to the coaches, and how is your roster? What caliber of player is there? Clearly, they have not had stability amongst the GMs, the coaches, or the personnel. It does, however, appear that they are moving in a direction with a clear plan now. Derek Favors undoubtedly has turned himself into a dependable power forward, someone capable of averaging a double-double in the NBA.
Flynn against Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Mitchell wide open. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Mitchell's got 7.
Automatic from that spot. Donovan Mitchell gets an opportunity to get his feet set. Good night.
Flynn against Simmons. Favors with a screen on Simmons. Flynn the pass to Favors. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, don't you love how Derek Favors goes right into the contact? This guy's not afraid to be whacked because he's so strong.
And that one falls for Favors. A different look for New York. Jones checked in for Portis. Derek Jones comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Simmons. He's perfect from the line this time.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
DiVincenzo kicks to Jones. No good with the triple. Pistons trail by 3.